Most of what you do in life is made up of habits, and that's because your brain doesn't like to work hard. So it works hard to figure out whatever it is that you do in the first time, and then it automates it. So as you do it again and again, it becomes easier and easier. And that can be a good thing if it's a good habit, but of course it's a bad thing if what you've automated is bad habits that don't help you or in fact take you down the wrong direction. There's a great book called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. And in it, he reports on the latest research and how we now understand how habits work. In fact, we've been able to dissect habits and find out that there's 3 parts to every habit. Duhigg calls this the habit loop. There's a cue, there's a routine, and there's a reward. So if you know how a habit works, that means you can rebuild your bad habits and you can build good habits. So let's think about a situation where you're studying for a big test or exam, or you've got a great big project that you have to work on at work. And you know you have to get this project done, and you know you have to study for this test, but it seems like every time you start, you find that you just spend an hour and a half cruising social media and looking at Facebook. Well, what's happened? Well, you've built a bad habit. The cue is that you're panicked about this big project, this big test that you have to study for. The routine is that you find something to do. You check Facebook or you start going through your email. And the reward is an empty inbox or all the stuff that you see on Facebook. And so you feel like you've actually accomplished something and it becomes a set routine. Well, now that you know how it works, you can redesign and rebuild your habit. So now the cue is you're kind of panicked about the big project or the test. The new routine is you grab your notebook and you write down the 5 things that you absolutely have to do, and you pick the easiest thing to do and you start work on it immediately. The reward is you have a sense of satisfaction because something got done. But this time, the thing that got done actually gets you closer to finishing that project or gets you closer to being prepared for the big test. So what kind of habits have you built, either purposefully or inadvertently? And now that you know how the habit loop works, how can you break them down so that you can build new and better habits, or you can rebuild and reprogram some of your bad habits?